Hello, guys. Welcome in everyone to the weekly live stream, as always, at 6 p.m. London. Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome to join us speak today. Guys, today I want to spend a little more time on the live stream and cover some of the questions of the new participants if we're going to have any. First of all, don't forget that you get paid for each question that is announced on the live stream. And second of all, I do want to spend some time if we're going to have questions from especially the new participants that don't know exactly how Grand Time works still, just because you got in a day or two ago. And I see a lot of people joining chats, a lot of people communicating and asking a lot of questions in regards to the tasks, in regards to the payments, and many other questions. First of all, I want to say thank you to everyone that is actually taking time registering. Joining the chats and asking questions. That's the first step to understand what's going on and how Grand Time works. But the most important thing is that I want to uh, pay attention to the main concept of Grand Time. We are. First of all, we're building a community that is pushing the project forward. And right, what we're working on right now, we're working on a crowdsourcing marketplace. So what crowdsourcing marketplace means is that when the large group of people is performing a certain task that helps a company to outsource something. So let's say there is a company in US that wants to outsource a microtasking to a crowd. And we are Grand Time would consider ourselves as a crowd. So we get the task, we perform this task, this company likes it, and they're paying for these tasks to be outsourced. And our function is to come together and perform it. And depending on how fast we perform it and the quality of the performance, that way we know how many tests are going to be repeatedly ordered from us or not. That's one thing. Another thing is that we have a separate project, not a project, but it's inside of the Grand Time, which is a tree planting. And I see a lot of people joining the tree planting, especially from the universities. And we're trying to help the, basically global nature and warming situation by planting more trees and getting paid for it. So whoever is planting trees, uh, you get tokens for each tree planted, and then within a year, a full cycle of the year, if you prove that this tree is still alive and it's been taken care of, you're gonna get the NFT of that particular tree you planted. So this is just some of the basic major information about what we're doing right now. But like I said, I want to see questions, and I want to answer the specific questions of that our users, especially new users, are asking us. Also, before we jump to the questions, I want to also say that for the last week, the whole week, I've been almost every day. I've been sitting at the new space at the incubator that we're joining, and on the Friday's live stream, you guys saw that I even did the live stream from that space. So a lot of good news that are happening on that side. We are, first of all, we're getting a new space where we can reside in San Francisco. That's great. Another thing that the main batch of the incubator starts on October 5th. So from October 5th, within 6 weeks, 6 full weeks, we're going to be very closely working with the incubator and getting introduced to venture funds going to participate in pitch events that they create. And we're going to have some intros with general partners of different ventures. So that is what I'm expecting to do for the next 6 weeks. Besides attending events, besides creating our own events, and by the way, the other event that we had was in our own event was this Friday at that incubator space, and we had very interesting people that came in. I had one family, Chinese family fund, that joined the event, and they actually scheduled a call with us for this Monday. And I have some developers from Google and Twitter on the event. That was really cool as well. That we spoke about the inside information, I would say, about both of those large companies, and we had a pleasure to talk to developers and see, ask questions about the culture of how their products are working, what they're working on, what their tasks are, and many other things, and obviously shared information about Grand Time as well. So a lot of things were going on for the past week. It's been very hectic. Uh, you know, I got a little tired closer to the weekend, but Saturday and Sunday are kind of off. I still have calls with the team, and we're still making plans for the upcoming week and for our Nigerian university line that we're working on right now. I also want to congratulate everyone that we had the first Nigerian university that actually joined Grand Time officially, and we also were advertised by a blogger on Facebook page, and I think within the past 2 or 3 days we had over 600 new registered participants that joined Grand Time. We can see it in the chats, we can see it on the platform, and this is very good. I'm very happy that we're moving and that our community is growing and that we're all united. I see a great work of our admins that are working in the chats and answering a lot of questions of new people, which is normal. Like I say on most of my live streams, that any questions that you have as the new person, if you don't know the project, you can always ask, in any chat or on the live stream as well, and you will be heard and answered. And I see that our admins are doing everything they possibly can to make sure that every single question is answered, and people are navigated in the path that they need to be, and they're being heard. So thank you guys for that. Uh, let's see. I think, like I said, I don't mind spending a little more time today on answering questions of the new people if we have questions on the live streams. If we don't have new people on the live stream, I want to pay attention of our admins that each time before the live we should announce it. And this would take some weight off your shoulders as the admin, by answering questions in the chat, because I will be able to take part of them to myself and cover them on the live stream. And also to the new participants, even if you're not listening now, but you will see the recording of the live, please take some time and come to those streams, because you will find some interesting information about where the project is going, what are the new developments and things that we're working on within bi-weekly. I do it 3 times a week, so 3 times a week I try to cover the information that happened within this week, and what are some crucial things that we are working on and we need to pay attention to. So please join the streams and please ask questions. Otherwise, let's answer some questions that we have today, and go from there. So Olga, do we have any questions?
Hi, Rafael. I see just one question from Tatiana about Launchpad on our platform.
Okay, so what is the question of when the Launchpad is going to be on the platform?
Yeah, Rafael, is it planned to hold Launchpad on the project platform?
Well, like I've said in the previous live streams, so what we're doing with the token sale before we get listed on the on exchanges is that we're going to be doing pre-sales on other platforms, and these are the platforms that are that we're talking to. And again, like I said, once we know exactly how many and what exact platforms we're getting listed, then we are going to announce everything to the audience, and people will be able to participate in there as well. Also, right after that, or right after the pre-sale is complete, we will also be able to get listed on the exchanges. And some of the exchanges that we have in mind, we already spoke to. We found out their listing fees and the requirements of the project. I can proudly say that most of the exchanges that we've spoke to, they are ready to accept us and they're ready to list us. But we need to make sure that we are ready for it. Financially and the pre-sale wise, so there are certain steps that we have to go through before we get listed. While we're doing that, there are also many things that we're working on, like the round, the closing the venture round. You guys don't forget that this October we're going to be opening our first venture round. And right now, like I said, for the next 6 weeks, within the next 6 weeks of the incubator, where I'm spending most of my time pitching, getting introductions to the VCs, going through steps. The raise of the investment, even if you are, let's say, the venture fund really likes your project and they are interested in the investment, there are certain steps that you need to go through before you actually get the check of the investment. And different venture funds are have different requirements. So let's say some of them you have to have 3 to 4 conversations with different people in the fund before the final decision is made. And how that works is that, let's say, last week on Monday, I had a conversation with a fund. And I spent about an hour and a half talking to the person that is the first step of the whole process of closing the investment. So by pitching, answering all the questions, and making sure that they like what they hear. They did, by the way. And from then, we scheduled another call with another partner of the fund for the next Tuesday, so a week after. So this Tuesday, upcoming Tuesday, I will have another call with another person in the same fund. And there I will have to kind of convince the other person in that Grand Time is ready to accept the investment, and that not only that we're ready to accept the investment, that we're ready to multiply it and grow. And I will have to prove how exactly we're planning to grow, what exactly we're planning to implement, why our community sizes are going to be growing, why are we going to be helpful to businesses, many of the aspects. And it's not just the conversation where I have to verbally explain it. I also have to show statistics of that we have it, that our communities are growing, that our tests are being performed. This is one of the things that why I pay attention to the performance of the task on every single live stream. It's not that we were doing Instagram tests and Facebook tests, social media tests before that for about 2 years now, if we're only talking about the platform. And we didn't charge social media, obviously. We were only paying in tokens to our users. Now, since we're working on the business model that the investors are looking for, this is why we started doing tests for companies in US. And the quality and the time frame of the tests performed is extremely important. This is why I'm pushing on it, because not only me, but all together, all of us, we need to perform them fast and in good quality, because this is one of the crucial things that I am showing and providing to our investors. And this is what they look at. So if they see that we started doing tests for companies, let's say in September, this is the amount of tests we did, this is the amount of tokens our users earned, and this is the amount of revenue that we got. And when you're a startup, it does not mean how much revenue you get. So let's say if you get $5 in September, it's okay as long as you make $7 in October. So the increasing of the revenue, the increase of the users, the increase of the tasks, and the good feedback from the companies. I see a really good job from our Russian speaking chats right now. Most of the texts that we get from the companies, the that part of the project is performing them, and they're doing great. In English speaking group, I see, even though I'm sending bots and I'm sending the tasks and the explanation of the task, I don't see such a good performance there. So this is something that especially our admins need to pay attention on and start doing this, because this is something that helps me to get the round closed for all of us. Once we close the round, we will be able to create a pool where our users will be able to exchange our tokens. We will be able to list our token on exchanges. There's a lot of things that are going to happen if we do a really good job on the task performance. So guys, please, I don't want to talk about it every single live stream. I don't want to ask for it. This is not something that only I need. This is something that we all need. And we can only accomplish this all together, just like what we did for the last 4 years building this project. It started from one person. Now we grew to 29,000 users. I checked today, we've actually reached the number of 29,000 users. And if we can do this, if we can grow the community, if we can be attractive to companies that are ordering tasks from us, then we should be able to perform those tasks as well in time and quality. So I hope that I will not need to say this again on other live streams, and I hope that we're going to jump on those tests, especially that they're extremely easy and they take 1 to 2 minutes to each person to do. Okay, so I hope I'm not going to get back to this. If I will, I obviously will, but let's grow up a little bit and see and show what we can do as a team. I'm the one doing those tests as well. For the last time before we submitted them, I got the corrected tests, and because we forgot to add one more question to the list of questions that we needed to answer, I had to sit for hours and correct those tests as well, which I don't mind. This is okay. We're a team. We're doing everything together. It's not that someone has to do a certain thing and someone doesn't. That's absolutely fine. But what I'm saying is that we need to spend quality time and do it. And it does not take a lot of time. It doesn't take a full working day. It's whenever you can during the day, 5 minutes during lunchtime before you go to bed, but whatever is easier for you, it does not matter. But we have to be, well, when we're doing it, we have to understand that this is something that we do as a team for everyone. I'm sorry that I spent a lot of time on this question, but I thought that this is very, very important to cover, and I did want to cover the importance of the task performed for a very long time. If we have other questions, I am ready to answer.
Uh, we have a question from Larissa Forlova. Rafael, hello. When will the NFT auction work on the platform?
This is something that the new version of the platform will be. We're working on the new versions. I don't have the answer of when the NFT auction will be working, because that's not the main thing that we are trying to deploy on the platform. What we're trying to do right now is that it will be easier for all the users to use the platform. That's first thing, because user friendliness is one of the very, very important things that we need to work on. Even now, looking at the chats, I can see that a lot of new participants are saying that it's not easy to go through the platform, register, find where the tasks are, where the chats are, and stuff like that. So that's the first thing that we're working on. Second thing that we're working on is to make sure that we are going to be able uh, that we will be able to chat inside of the platform as well, instead of doing it on Telegram. We are working on to implementing Grand Time School on platform as well, and many things that we have created and that are already working, but they're not implemented on directly on the platform. NFT is one of the obviously one of the main. Products that will be on the platform, and it will be working, but that will take a little more time to add. Right now, the focus is community tasks and the user friendliness of the platform in order for people to easily do it. I understand that now it's pretty hard, sometimes it's confusing to do it through the bot for some people. Sometimes we just don't want to do it because of how confusing it is. Then this is what we're trying to deploy on the new version of the website, and also spending a lot of time on the app too, because app is almost already going through the testing, and will be released very soon. So there are many things that are being worked on right now. But thank you for the question. Do we have any other questions today? If not, I think we will be wrapping up today's live stream. Olga? Okay, I think Olga had some problems with connections. I am looking at the chat.
That's
Olga's.
all.
Oh,
That's
that's all?
all.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, guys, I want to thank everyone for joining today. I hope that my admins, especially my admins, heard me today in regards to the tasks, because there is a Telegram one that is not completed almost at all, and it's been there for a couple of days now. So I hope that this is something that we paid attention to and we will consider, and I will not have to get back to this question anytime again, at least for my admins. I understand the new users that don't know anything, but admins, this is something important that I want everyone to pay attention to. So other than that, I really want to thank everyone that joined the live stream. I want to thank Olga and Lena for being on the live stream with me and helping, and I will see you guys on Wednesday at 6 p.m. As always, 6 p.m. London. And this Wednesday, I will be doing my live stream from the incubator building, and we're gonna have a lot of startups there. We're gonna have a lot of cool people that will be presenting their projects, and we will be getting to know each other. There will be in total about 20, somewhere around 15 to 20 startups that will be participating in the opening of the batch of the incubator. So that's where I will be doing the stream. It will be very interesting. I might, have some of the owners of the startups participate in the live stream as well in the same building. And like I said, I'll see you all on Wednesday, and have a very good rest of the last holiday day, and a very productive beginning of the next week. Thank you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.